Thomas built in T-Boone Pickens' finest. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Blue Devils' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Wiggins. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw. It's Tollefson. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Savage. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, he got loose. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man to the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for them.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Vanderbilt rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Zings it complete to the right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. big one for the Cowboys. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Cowboys come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Savage. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field. It's Tollefson. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25. He's got room. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
When you run your slant route and it gets man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That's not what the offense was expecting, but it's perfect, right? You just want to run the ball, come out of your own end zone, create some space, boom, I'll do you better. I'll give you a first down, move that ball way down the field, create a lot of space.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught over the middle. It's Woodside. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing in on third down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Right on target this time. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Plus to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Owen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so we're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Snap it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The option look. Quick toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He now has 84 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back. It's Tollefson. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
No, no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Working that left side. Gets away from one, finds room. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was real.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
Back to pass. It's Tollefson. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the ground, it's Savage.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Let's it fly. He's got an open man. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps looking downfield. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. On the shovel. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down the field. They forced them to check it down, and they were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football, and they create a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Back's got it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 10 over Louisiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Catch in the middle, it's Elliott. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 30.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here's the give off the left side. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Tollefson. On the run, still looking. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Woodside. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Owen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker is Woodside. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence in him.
Pocket breaking down. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. It's Wiggins. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cowboys hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. They're going to ride this running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a